Обеспечьте маской сначала себя, затем ребенка. Shoot oxygen mask, drop down to the panel above your seat.
We're out of here. Bye. Bye. I'm not gonna miss you. Off to Italy.
It's fine. When we went to Portugal in October, one of the ladies on the plane decided that the best place that she could have a little nap ski was right outside of the handicap washroom in the aisle.
With her feet dangling into the aisle.
And so the flight attendant comes and wakes her up because he thinks something's wrong with her, and then proceeded to check on her every half an hour until the end of the flight to make sure she was okay. But it was like the most passive aggressive checking on someone I think I've ever seen. It was amazing.
Ma adesso è difficilissimo trovare spazi perché la palanca è tutta dietro. Borca Valero, ancora per Versalico, Borca Valero che rientra sul sinistro e vince il cross poi invece da Brozovic, tutti assorbati da parte dei tifosi dell'Atalanta, 20.000 questa sera, qualcosa di più. E la proiezione d'Italia in questo primo pomeriggio direi, visto che la partita delle non c'è fresca anche se si gioca alla luce dei riflettori, perché la giornata non è stata
Already putting our Italian to use. Yos. What a good start. Cute place. Okay, meal one. Seitan and pesto. Gnocchi and pesto. Seitan and some lemon sauce. It looks like bologna. Okay, we just had literally the best meal ever with like the cutest little family-run place. What'd you think?
It was like the best meal with the cutest family-run place.
We tipped him $1 gajillion, but not really, but he was so jazzed about it. So we'll obviously be back every day because we have no self-control. And if you feed us pasta and really good wine, we'll see you 5 times a day.
Drops my bath bomb.
I'm ready for my bath. Okay, Italy day 1 is done. We walked around a bit and then we went and found the Starbucks Reserve store, which was really cool. And we saw the cathedral, which was amazing. I've literally never seen anything like that in my whole life. It was crazy. I loved it. And then tomorrow I think we're going to go exploring. Hopefully we're going to go to the palace. Off to find breakfast. Come on.
Just putting on my shoes.
You can do it. Come on. Come here.
Come on.
Come on.
free, it's for free. No, it's not.
I feel like next time I either need to vlog or blog, because doing both is really tedious. This place is so wild. Please take it in. Oompa Loompa. The bar is gorgeous. When the Starbucks full service. And
It's like the best thing ever. Oh my god, I love it.
on a scale of 1 to Haagen-Dazs.
Sex.
So weird. Also a Pantheon blend. Nice. Can you believe how big of posers we are right now? It's crazy. Happening. It's 12 o'clock. What have I gotten myself into? It looks gnarly. All I've had is alcohol on this trip. Happy lunch! Oh my god. Prepared to drag my dead body around Milan today. I think Santa's feeling a little buzz. Fountain right in front. The Bellagio will be jealous. Nice. What am I gonna trip over today?
No, però con lei cerco sempre di parlare in inglese perché comunque...
Yummo! Kiwi chowin. Okay, so we got to Florence last night. It was a little bit of a shit show, but we made it. We had to walk a little bit to get to the train station, to get to the metro. And then we had to take a train to the airport to pick up the rental car from there, so the walk was kind of a nightmare, and then we took the metro, which was fine, and then we had to find the train station, which was a little bit hard, but other than that. So then we got to the train station, we found the train. It was like a little tight, but there was like a train every half an hour, so it wasn't too bad. And then we literally get to the airport, which took like 45 minutes, which was annoying, but whatever. We get to the train station and we're trying to figure out, or we get to the airport, and we're trying to figure out where the rental car thing is, and Kat realized she forgot her jacket on the train, her like new Canada $200 jacket. So we go back in, and it's like, we're already late, like we needed to leave by noon to get to Florence in time to meet our Airbnb host, and it was already like 12:30, and we're like, okay, crap. So then we go to like the information thing, and he's just like, oh, your best chance is to go back down to the train and wait for it to come back from Terminal 1 and run onto the train and see if you can find it. So we're literally like waiting down by the tracks, and I'm like watching the luggage, and she literally runs onto the train, comes back out with her jacket. We actually found it. It was ridiculous, but we found it. So we go to the rental car place, and they didn't have the car that we had rented, but they had a smart car, LOL. So they had a smart car, and then they said it was a little bit bigger because we had 2 pieces of luggage, and we needed to like fit 2 full-grown adults in there, and then our luggage. So they said it was like a bigger smart car, which it is, but it's like still a smart car. Also, throughout all this, we're like, I ripped my suitcase up an escalator the one time, and I like smashed my foot, and it hurts so bad still. I don't want to say it's broken, but it hurts a lot. So anyways, we get the smart car, we're like on the highway and everything's fine. We pay like a €3 toll, and we're like, okay, that's not that bad. Like if we hit a couple tolls, it's fine. So we're like driving on the highway, and then we're about to like pull into Florence, and then there was another toll thing, and we're like, oh, that's not bad. There was only 2. We pull up to it. It's literally, you had to put your ticket back in, €23 for this toll, and we're like, okay, like this car is not getting, like it wasn't worth it. Like we were gonna take the train, but it would have been like €100 each to take the train there and back, and the rental car ended up being like $100 Canadian. We're like, oh, that's not bad, and then we can do whatever we want when we get there. We can like take the car out, we can do whatever we want. So we literally pull into Florence. We're like trying to contact our Airbnb host. We're like waiting by the gate, whatever, and then he like sent the message, and he's just like, oh, I left the keys there. So we go to get the keys, and we like find the unit, and there's people in there, and we're like, oh my god, did he double book it? And they're like, no, this is like an Airbnb too, like I don't think it's, like you probably had a different one, whatever. So we like had parked the car somewhere, and we didn't know where we were. So then we go for dinner, and then the Airbnb guy was gonna meet us like an hour and a half later. So then he comes to meet us, and we realize it was like he basically told us the wrong one. So we like went up the stairs, and we found it. So we're like in the right one now, but we looked up hotels and stuff to see if there was one, so that if the Airbnb was double booked, we could do whatever. So then we're just like, okay, like where do you want to park? And he's like, oh, like you need to park outside the center, like it'll be so expensive for you to be here, whatever. So we're literally looking at parking garages, and then through it we learned that you're not allowed to drive cars into the downtown core, and that there's cameras and stuff that tell you, like that send you a ticket if you do. So we're like, we're pretty sure we already got a ticket, and we hadn't even done anything yet. So we go and park. We find like an underground parking thing that we think is outside the limits. So we park there, everything's fine. So we go to move the car this morning to try and find like a long-term parking thing. It was €27. So from like 8 o'clock last night to like 10 o'clock this morning, it was like a gajillion dollars. So that's fun. Like it's so ridiculous. This whole thing has been so ridiculous with this car. But the car is actually like kind of fun because it's ridiculous in a smart car. So we explored today, and it was actually really nice. So we walked down by the water, we like followed the river kind of thing from where we were. We went to the bridge, and we saw like both squares. We saw the palace and the Boboli Gardens. We're gonna go back tomorrow and actually go in. But we saw the square, we saw the Statue of David, we had lunch. Lunch was really good. We had a view of the water, and it was gorgeous. We had really good wine and pasta and bread, and it was just like the best. So we came back, hung out for a little bit. And now we're getting ready, and we're gonna go out for some drinks and stuff tonight. But overall, Florence is 10 out of 10, loving it so far. I'll put some pictures and stuff on, and hopefully take some more videos, but my camera that I brought sucks. The quality sucks when I made the vlog. I really didn't like how it looked, so I'm just gonna use my phone for the rest of this trip, and I'll figure it out after that. And also I slopped on my shirt at lunch, but I want to wear the look, so what do we do?
Stop!
Literally a dream come true. Okay, super good vegan meal. Loved every second of it.
So we're at Moyo, getting a third and final cocktail.
We on drink number 3, and I'm gonna die.
So after this third and final cocktail, I'll be dragging Ryan's dead body back to our place.
Tequila sunrise.
Singapore sling.
What is that?
Singapore sling.
What is that though?
Cherry brandy, gin, some sort of juice. It's good.
Gin and juice. And mine's High Kia Shirley Temple with tequila. Hello. Okay, so it is Friday, and we went exploring and stuff today. Again, of course. This morning we went back to a place we went for drinks last night, and we got coffee, and I got avocado toast, and it was amazing. The vibe was hilarious. It was really cute. And then we went to the palace and the Boboli Gardens, and it was gorgeous. I usually hate gardens, but it was actually so nice. Jazz, we did that. And the palace was really neat, and they had a costume exhibit too, so it was cool to see a bunch of different Italian designers. And then we went for lunch. We went to King of Salads, and it was also delish. It was a really cool concept. You basically just like pick whatever kind of bowl or salad you want, and then add anything you want to it. And it was really good. It was vegan. It was right beside Il Vegano, which is where we went last night, and it was also really good. And then we came back, and I literally had like an hour and a half nap, and now we're getting ready to go for dinner, and I think we're gonna go out tonight. And that's today. Loving it. Morning. It's our last day in Florence. We went out last night and it was really fun. We went to Moyo and then went to this club called Bamboo, and it was pretty fun. It was like all Spanish music, but Moyo's music was literally fire. It was so fun. And then we went for pizza when we were done. Then we went to bed, and then we got up this morning. Went back to Universo Vegan, and we got a chocolate croissant, and it was next effing level. I loved every second of it. And now we just walked like 25 minutes to the parking garage to pick up the car. And we're driving back to Milan today. So I'll keep you posted. So far, I loved Florence, loved literally every second of it. Even last night, it was like pretty lit out on the street. Like it was definitely more people last night on the street than we saw like during the day anywhere. So it's kind of fun, but like it was hard to find like a dance club. It was all just like pubs and like gathering places, but it was really fun. Look at her coming in hot.
Hey, big head.
We're wearing the same thing.
Matchy
Smell
matchy.
like beef. Update, we don't know how to gas up a car here.
Oh, I'm just gonna use that fucking visa.
So Florence was amazing. It was really pretty. We definitely stayed closer than we did in Milan to the center. It was really nice. There was lots to do. We went to the palace yesterday and the gardens, and it was nice. But you just like literally wander through wherever, and there's a square or a church or something to see. Like literally every time we turned a corner, there was something amazing to see. And there's lots of little stores and little markets and stuff. Everything's accessible by foot. There's lots of vegan options, so that was nice. You can have pretty much anything you want, like any kind of food, but there was lots of Italian vegan stuff, which is kind of nice. I had a lasagna the other night, and it was absolutely delish. Really jazzed about that. So yeah, Florence, I give it 10 out of 10. Milan was good. Like when we were there, it was really nice, but Florence was definitely more our vibe. But we're back to Milan tonight, and hopefully we can do a little bit tonight, and then I'm going home tomorrow. We do it big. Last meal in Italy. Okay, well, I just made it home, finally. I'm actually in my condo, thank God. Today was a long-ass day. We left Milan. We got to the airport about 9 o'clock. We left our Airbnb at like 8:15. And then we flew Milan to Frankfurt, and then the connection was pretty tight. But we made it. And then I flew Frankfurt to Calgary. But plot twist, there was 2 medical emergencies on that flight. Literally one before we left. They had to call for a doctor and stuff. And then as we landed, we all had to stay in our seats for like the EMTs to come on the plane. So that flight was 9 hours, but we ended up being on it for like 11, at least 11 for sure. And then I got to Calgary and went through customs, and that was fine. And then I was supposed to have like a 3.5-hour layover. My mom just texted me. I was supposed to have a 3.5-hour layover, but the flight kept getting delayed, so I was supposed to land at 7:30, and it's now 10 o'clock, and I just got home. So it's been like a 20-hour day, and I'm exhausted, and I feel really dirty. So I'm gonna shower and I go to bed, and then back to regular life tomorrow.